Okay, you woke up this morning, grabbed your phone, and the first thing you saw wasn't memes, wasn't texts from friends. No, you saw a headline. Oil could hit $150 a barrel. And you're like, okay. I'm just gonna lie down for a second on the floor. This is fine. I told myself the same thing at first. So what? I'm not an oil trader. This doesn't affect me. It affects you. Oh, it absolutely affects you. And today I'm going to walk you through 6 things that will change in your life if oil breaks $150. No panic. Well, almost no panic. Let's start with the obvious. Gas prices. I can already hear half of you going, yeah, no kidding, Captain Obvious. But hold on. You don't understand the scale yet. Remember a few years back when prices spiked and everyone suddenly started driving slower? Like people were doing 55 on the highway and acting completely normal about it. At $150 a barrel, you will start calculating your route to the grocery store down to the meter. If I take Maple Street and avoid that light on 5th Avenue, I save about 0.3 miles. That's maybe 50 cents? Yeah, that matters. You will become a GPS genius against your will. And you know what's even funnier? You'll start genuinely resenting people who just drive around for fun. Just driving around? In this economy? What kind of money are you working with? Next up, food. Yes, food. Because everything you eat got to you on a truck. The truck runs on diesel. Diesel comes from oil. When oil gets expensive, shipping gets expensive. When shipping gets expensive, everything in the store gets expensive. I ran a little mental experiment. Imagine, you walk into the grocery store. You pick up an avocado. You look at the price tag. You are no longer a person who eats avocados. You are now a person who looks at avocados. That's a different life. That's a different philosophy. And there you are, standing in line with a bag of frozen beans, trying to remember the recipes your grandma used to send you back in 2012. Grandma, how did you make that soup? You know, the one with whatever's left in the fridge. She wasn't expecting the call, but she was thrilled. Next, flights. Jet fuel is an oil product, and when oil shoots up, ticket prices shoot up right alongside it. I just want you to picture this scene. You planned a vacation. You earned that vacation. You spent 3 months being responsible. No extra coffee, no takeout orders, and you open Kayak or Skyscanner, London to Barcelona. That can't be right. Okay, Barcelona is off the table. What about something closer? Oh, a bus tour of Ohio, only $89. You book it, you go. You pretend that was the plan all along. Ohio is honestly underrated. There are trees, so many trees. Now, plot twist. Remember all those people who used to say, electric cars are for hipsters? At $150 a barrel, those exact people suddenly become the loudest EV evangelists on the planet. I always said the future was electric. Always. Ask anyone. No, you did not say that. But okay, sure. And here's the thing. This is actually real. High oil prices historically accelerate the shift to alternatives. In the 1970s, the oil crisis kick-started nuclear energy research and early solar panel development. In 2022, the price spike accelerated EV sales across all of Europe. So at $150, Tesla, Rivian, BYD will be selling cars faster than they can make them. And used gas car dealers will be staring at their lots with the energy of someone who bought an NFT in 2021. Now, politics. Don't leave. I promise this is going to be funny. At $150 a barrel, every politician on Earth suddenly becomes an energy expert overnight. Senators who can't explain how a smartphone works start giving passionate speeches about strategic petroleum reserves. We must immediately, reduce our dependence on this black burning liquid stuff. Thank you. Very specific. Very helpful. And then the real circus begins. Some say, drill more. Others say, go green. And someone in the back says, have we tried calling Saudi Arabia? Meanwhile, you're just standing at the pump, watching the numbers spin, quietly whispering to yourself, I just wanted to get to work. And finally, the big one, the global economy. Oil isn't just gas and planes. It's plastic, fertilizer, medicine, asphalt, synthetic fabrics. When oil gets expensive, literally everything gets expensive. And this is where the most fascinating psychological phenomenon kicks in. People start making extremely weird financial decisions. Some people bulk buy gold. Some people invest in oil company stocks without having any idea how that works. Some people buy a bicycle and announce that they always wanted to be closer to nature. And some people just start cooking at home. They learn to fix things instead of replacing them. They take public transit. They call grandma for that soup recipe. And you know what? Maybe that's not the worst thing in the world. So, oil at $150. Gas stings. Food costs more. Plane tickets are basically luxury items now. Everyone suddenly loves electric cars. Politicians are saying smart words they don't understand. And the whole global economy is just slightly wobbling. Scary? Yeah, a little. But here's what I'll tell you honestly. Every major crisis in history ended with adaptation. People figured it out, invented things, changed. The first oil crisis in the 70s gave us energy efficiency standards. The 2008 crash rewired the financial system. The pandemic accelerated digital transformation by a decade. So if oil really does hit $150, chances are, in a few years, we'll all be sitting in our fully electric cars, eating locally grown food, telling our kids, back in the day, we used gasoline. Yeah, it was a liquid, flammable, wild times. But until then, keep an eye on the news, don't panic, and please, call your grandma for that soup recipe. She'll be happy you did, I promise. Hey, whatever happens to oil prices, I genuinely hope your tank stays full, your wallet doesn't feel it too hard, and your life stays interesting. Because honestly, we'll be fine. We always figure it out. If this video was useful, or even just made you smile for a second, drop a like. It's completely free. No oil required. Subscribe to the channel. There's a lot more of this coming. Real talk with humor and zero fluff. And tell me in the comments, what's the first thing you would change in your life if oil prices actually spiked? I'm genuinely curious. See you in the next one. Take care of yourself.